I'm from Northern Ireland. What about you? I was actually wandering around Dublin today, and I started thinking about Humpty Dumpty. Because I've got a lot of time on my hands. I started thinking about Humpty Dumpty, and I've just worked out what happened. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. And I thought, well, they shouldn't have given the horses first go. I mean, what kind of a mad regiment was that? Eh? Fancy asking a horse to fix an egg. Here, Dobbin, come here, boy. Come on, Dobbin. Dobbin, can you fix this egg? Right, go on then. Sarge, he's fucked the egg up. We'll never put that back together again. Jesus Christ. I'm a bit depressed because, you know, I live in London and I'm selling my house. And I had a survey done. And 147 people said I should move. Bastards down my street. Actually, it was my birthday last week as well. Thanks. My birthday, yeah. And my girlfriend, she bought me a book on Feng Shui. And I keep meaning to read it, but she keeps moving it.
That's the worrying thing. Turning into my father. I have no interest in turning into my dad. I have no interest in when radiators need to be bled. I have no interest in the fact that it's awful hard to get good turnip this weather. I don't care. It's a winter vegetable. I don't care. I have no interest in not being able to tell the difference between the phone ringing on the telly and the phone ringing in the house. Ring, 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 ring. Is that ours? You're on our phone, Dad. I'll have to call you back. Somebody else is looking for me. Even when the phone ring is completely different. Is that ours? No! Last week during the buzzer round of A Question of Sport, he answered the front door 4 times. Who won the 1978 FA Cup? I get. I don't want to turn into him. I don't want to look at the splendour of the Taj Mahal and think, beautiful, but quite hard to heat. He runs into rooms and asks you random questions and leaves. Neil, have you ever put on your tracksuit bottoms back to front and realised how big your arse is? And you know what he means, there's a big pouch there. You're going, what the hell is that? But this is how I know I'm turning into him. When I went to view a room in a flat recently, to measure it, I found myself doing that walk that only dads do to measure stuff. I don't need your tapes and rulers. I've got special feet. I always imagine Michael Jackson's dad doing it like that. But he's not bad, really. He's got some good qualities. Yeah, some days you catch him watering down the shampoo. It's too thick, fuck off, right? But most of the time he's okay. He's not cruel. I can be cruel. We both saw those pictures when they rescued that old woman from the Iranian earthquake after 9 days. And he was going, yay! And I was going, she's 97! It's a bit of a waste. We're only going to have to rebury her again next year. I would have just left her there, to be honest. Help me, help me. Yeah, it's all clear over here, Steve. All clear over here. Rescue people should be like fishing. If you don't get a good one, you have to throw it back in. I found a survivor. It's an old woman. You know the rules.
See, when I was growing up, I wanted to be a singer. I didn't want to do... Well, actually, I wanted to be an accountant. But my parents forced me into this. Well, I did. I wanted to be a singer. I just thought Bob Dylan was the business. Any fans of Bob Dylan in? Yeah. Oh, I kind of remember him. I think Bob Dylan is brilliant because he's got an attitude. He's got a style that just sort of like he can take any lyrics whatsoever and make them sound great. Give him the back of a cornflakes box, and Dylan could sort of like go, Niacin, riboflavin, vitamin B12. And you go, oh my God, he's so right. It was there in front of me every morning. I couldn't see it. But Dylan could. A bloody genius. Even if you gave him, say, something like a Spice Girls song, he'd still make it sound good. Go, if you want my future, forget my past. If you want to get with me, better make it fast. Now don't go wasting my precious time. Get your act together, we could be just fine. Oh, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Zigga, 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 zing. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I want.
Hello. Don't speak now. But you probably have hated me for a very long time because I do a lot of voiceovers. You know, I'll say nearly anything for money. Anything from, my kids just love chocolate, to, I like chocolate. Do you like chocolate? And they are great. Ads are fantastic. Well, they are my bread and move over butter. You try keeping a lid on it. Woohoo! So I am quite traditional about the voiceovers. I have a real sense of heritage about them. I would love to do them in my original Cork accent, but apparently it doesn't shift a lot of units. Apparently it's not the same with that little note of judgment. So apparently, if I'm saying something like, Kellogg's Special K, stay special. Apparently it's not the same to go, Kellogg's Special K, stay special, all right? Especially if you give it the full Cork spin. Kellogg's Special K, stay special, all right? But don't get too far up yourself. You're not that good looking. I was dumped earlier this year, and I find that the best way to vent venom and bile is through song. So, the queen of that is actually Bjork. So I'm going to do a little tribute to Bjork. So just bear in mind, I don't have the pigtails, but I'm going to give it a go. So this is my tribute to Bjork. You broke my heart with the skill of a medieval assassin lying on the ground under a tree. I begged you not to desert me. Now I'm ice cream and jelly. The extra S in dessert, adding poignancy. On the jelly puppet carousel, you cut my strings. I'm a fairy bouncer, I beat you with my wings. Sometimes I fly in the night through the open window to your house. Sometimes the window's shut. And it takes me hours to get the shards of glass out of my hair and face. You mold me like pottery made by a bear. Stop flicking me with your finger, it's like torture. Then you salt me like a roll mop herring girl. Stop complaining. A little bit of spit in the face never hurt anybody. Except in times of leprosy. The match girl on the cliff top definitely blows out to sea. And the jelly puppet people wave goodbye. I am herring girl. I am herring girl. I am herring girl. Thanks very much. Good night.
Seriously, this is true. Right? I actually, seriously, on a serious note, I used to live in Baghdad. Right? I used to live there during the Iran-Iraq War in 1985 when Saddam Hussein was lobbing missiles from Baghdad into Tehran and the Ayatollah Khomeini was lobbing missiles from Tehran into Baghdad and 250 Irish people lived in that war zone. The crack, right? You haven't lived until you've been in an Irish bar in Baghdad, I'll tell you, right? And we're all in our Irish villa one night and this missile came in from Tehran and hit this bridge down the road. That's when I realised that we value drink above life itself. Because Frank was in front of me, pint was on the bar, missile on its way. Like, I mean, it could have been an Irish bar anywhere in the world. Give us 2 pints of Guinness and 3 pints of Heineken, will you please? And put us on the slow one and don't close the bleeding bar like you did last night, right? You're Iraqi, we're fucking Irish, you understand, right? Flash the light or something, right? Missile on its way. Meanwhile, back in the Irish bar, and a 20 majors well plays, and a packet of crisps. Meanwhile, back in the Irish bar, as I was walking past your window. Frank is in front of me, pint on the bar. This is when I knew how important drink is to us, because the missile whizzed past the window, shoo, hit this bridge down the road, and the whole villa went, oh, and Frank in front of me went, Jay's me point. Is that a bomb, is it? I fucking know you told her. But in fairness though, when I actually do come home when I'm away, the welcome I get when I come home from the only 2 creatures in my life, because I don't have any humans. The welcome I get from my dog is unconditional love compared to the welcome I get from the cat. And Charlie meets me and he goes, Brandon, I missed you so much. Do you want some chum, Charlie? No chum, you. Love. And he does this, he's all excited. Where's the cat? You're home? Food? No food. I'm going out.
But I also love going up to the north of Ireland, because obviously that's where I'm from, you know. And it's great that there's a ceasefire now and there's peace and everything, you know. Because, but there's still great graffiti. And we've still got the orange men to laugh at, which is great. Have you ever seen the Unionist calendar? January, February, March! That's what it is, nothing else. But you know, the orange men like to march. I mean, Northern Ireland is the only place in the world with a marching season. A marching season. And they march for 5 months. 5 months of marching. I mean, that's just aerobics gone mental. You don't need that much exercise. And you know, and every year there's a big carry-on at Garvaghey Road, you know, and they won't let them march, and there's policemen, and it's just, everybody's so pissed off with it, and so fed up with it. So, about 2 years ago, fantastic, there was this young policeman standing there just chewing a bit of grass. It was a lovely day, had his hat off. And he's just, you know, this young guy about 19, and all these orange men are there, and they won't let them march, and they're just standing. They don't like standing, because it's the marching season. And they were even practicing, going up and down there practicing. This guy's behind practicing, going like that, practicing. And this orange man with a big head on him and a big bowler hat, he looked at this young policeman and he said, we want to march down that street there. And the young policeman said, well, you can't, because it's illegal. And the orange man went, what? We've been marching down that road for 800 years. And I swear to God, the young policeman looked at him and he went, 800 years? Well, you must be bored with it by now. Fuck off. But the thing is, The thing is, I think what the Catholics in the Gervahi Road should do, they should be a little bit clever. They shouldn't get upset. They shouldn't start throwing stuff. What they should do is, to freak out the Orange Men, right? What they should do is not throw stones at them or try to ban it. What they should do is join in. Because that would really freak them out. Because they'd be marching on it. We're marching down the Queen's Highway. Here we go now. That's great. Keep marching! Keep marching! There's Fenians behind us and they're smiling! Not only should they join in, but they should hire a big West Indian steel band. 3 flutes, you know? Rastafarian. We love this orange shit, let's go! And there's black people too, keep marching!